Hey guys, been a little bit since we left off with the marketing introduction assignment, so we're going to start out by just going over a quick review of what we were talking about, our basic understanding, our basic definition of what marketing is simply communicating an idea to an audience. So a lot of different marketers for a lot of different companies or a lot of different products are going to market to different audiences, right? And they're going to communicate different ideas, what they're trying to portray to their specific target market. Is it excitement? Is it new products? Is it informative? Is it explanation? Is it showing them how to use the products in a different way or how to use something new? Maybe they got a new app or a new website or a new process for signing up. Whatever that looks like, it's going to be communicating an idea to an audience. Again, different ideas and different audiences for each company, for each marketing team. As we go through, we talked a little bit about logos and what some of those logos and colors express to their potential target markets, also to their competition, so on and so forth. We talked about rational motives, something that is going to affect something. It makes something easier. It improves your health. It's durability or it's warranty, saving you time, saving you money, those types of things. And then the emotional motives of something that is going to like kind of tug on your heartstrings a little bit with power and love and pure acceptance, comfort. Maybe it's even prestige or something, something that is you're prideful. Remember, we used a lot of examples. I talked about the Kansas City Chiefs and when they were going through their Super Bowl run last year, and how many people were buying different Chiefs hoodies and long sleeve shirts and Mahomes headbands and all this different stuff. It was really cool to see the pride in the Kansas City Chiefs, just like back in 2014, 2015, we saw that pride with the Kansas City Royals when they went on their epic run. Then we kept on cruising. We left off talking a little bit about strategic partnerships where two businesses come together with an idea of communicating an idea to their customers or actually getting their products or services in front of their customers and potentially a different target market, somebody who they're not using their marketing dollars to pursue. They could get in front of them as they offer more benefits to users of another company, like the Spotify and Uber strategic partnership. So be on the lookout for those. I'm always looking for more ideas and examples for those. So please feel free to share those with us. Then we started talking about branding, and we talked about McDonald's and how they use their golden arches, and they use Ronald McDonald as their spokesperson, as one of the images that they connect with. And we also talked about the FedEx logo and the sign of motion and the colors and how much that cost or actually saved Federal Express by changing to a 2-color logo from a 4-color logo. We're talking about all of their different trucks, all of the signage, everything that they do when they did a little bit of rebranding here, changing from Federal Express to FedEx. And today we're going to continue talking a little bit about some of the logo stuff and some of the branding. And my example of this is actually St. James Academy. So when I started working at St. James Academy, basically every sport had their own logo. It was actually crazy. So we see this one on the left. This was kind of our standard athletic logo, and we used that a lot. It's really pretty generic. And then the baseball team and Coach Buckland came up with this STJ. Looks like the St. Louis Cardinals, but instead of the L, it's a J put in there. And that was pretty popular. It was on the side of Coach Radke's helmets when he took over. It was on a lot of different stuff. St. Joe Elementary School, I guess it is elementary, middle school, whatever you want to call it. Grade school, there's the word for it. St. Joe's actually uses this now. So there was some brand confusion between what is St. James' logo and what is St. Joseph's logo in Shawnee. And we're talking about Shawnee and Lenexa. We're talking about two, 15 minutes away from one another, bordering cities. Over here on the right, this is actually the wrestling logo. So it had a St. James cross in the middle. Again, different text, completely different logo. The golf logo was I actually designed that one, and it looks a lot like the Masters logo, except the pins in the middle of the United States, the colors are changed. It says St. James across instead of Augusta, so on and so forth. Very similar to that. But actually, that was the boys' golf logo when I was the assistant coach, and the girls' golf logo was completely different. So even within the same sport of golf, even though it's boys golf and girls golf, we had two different logos that we were using for St. James Academy. Really confusing, lots of branding confusion, and soccer had different logos and all sorts of different things. And it was actually really pretty crazy how many different logos. I want to see if I can actually find. I used to have a file that had all sorts of different logos. On some of our old ones. Let's see if I can find it. Oh, here's some logos. Here's some different. Look at all these different logos. Holy smokes. Yep. So we had the football helmet. Those are pretty standard. There's the St. Joe's logo. We had one that kind of looked like OKC right here. So that's an OKC kind of knockoff right there. We had like a generic Thunder, which, gosh, that looks awful now that I look back at it. Some of the other ones, here's the football helmet, again with that STJ right there on the top of it. One thing that we did keep from that is the St. James cross, the cross of St. James, as that reflects in the face mask of the helmet. That is something that we kept and incorporated into our new logo. Let's see if this was a basketball logo that we had, and again, see the STJ on there. That was a very popular one. This is kind of close to what we use now, but we actually have the same type of font that we use. We use this outage font, and that is the type of font. We have specific color guidelines that we use. This is a volleyball logo that we had at one point. So just really the lightning bolt. Notice this lightning bolt has like 3 parts to it, where some of the other lightning bolts only have 2 parts to it, like this one. You can see it's not even the same bolt. The bolts are actually different between the two. So, I mean, we were a mess. We were all over the place. Then we use the shield. We still have the shield. We use that more as our academic side logo. Wow, that's a giant logo there. That's more of our academic side, and we still use that. It's on that's like our kind of our crest or our shield that we have on our uniforms. So that's why you guys don't have the athletic logo on your uniforms. We use the shield as the athletic side, and you guys see the shield usually with this next to it. And again, that's also part of the branding for our academic side. All right, let's see. Here's actually something that we use the shield in this. These were put on some chair backs for the Spirit Shop and some different t-shirts. There's the St. James cross. I think you guys get it. There's a whole bunch of different stuff. Now if we look at our branding versus that was the branding for, I don't know, the first 10 years of the school, and Mrs. Dold and Mr. Talicki and a bunch of us were on a committee to figure out what we were going to do to rebrand our logos. And what we ended up coming up with, and actually we hired a professional company to come up with this. And so here's our current logo. Obviously, this is our athletic logo, and we have guidelines of what we can use on different colors. So this was made up by Miss Dold. She did a great job. So we can do different colors depending on the typical color of the garment or color of the product that we put on there. We have 2 color logos. As we'll get to it, we have 1 color logos. We have just the horse, just St. James on the horse, and a lot of this represents different things within our school. So we still see the motion, right? Kind of like the FedEx logo. We see the motion of us moving forward, of us moving towards our mission statement. We have the cross of St. James right in the middle, which is actually on a shield protecting us. And we put that purposely in the middle of our logo because God is at the center of everything that we do. Just like how our chapel was built right in the middle of our campus, we wanted that to be the most important thing. So with God and Jesus being the most important part, our faith being the most important part of what we do here at St. James Academy, we kept the cross right in the middle of our logo. You see our lightning bolt as a flag, again, motioning forward, represents all of our colors. so on and so forth. So there's the outline, that's the one color design of that. There's the filled in. We have so many different options. Then we have our word mark. Again, everything that we do is going to be very consistent. You see this thunder is the same as the thunder that is underneath the half horse logo. And then we also have an alternative word mark, which is St. James, again in the same font as the thunder is as well. Our outage font, we have the same cross. We use the same cross throughout. That was another thing. We had, I don't know, 15 different logos, and we had 7 different crosses that we used. The soccer cross was different than the football cross, was different than the rugby cross, so on and so forth. And so now we are all on the same page, and I think all of our gear looks really stinking good too. You should check out some of the marketing materials on our website. Mr. Godinez, Miss Dole do a great job with the website and our marketing materials through here. So this was an example of branding confusion or no clear association. Like I said, we were being confused with St. Joe Grade School and St. James Academy. And so what I want you to do is pick one company that has gone through some type of rebranding, whether that's a logo update or a complete logo change or a color scheme change or something of that, some type of change, right? Some type of advertising change, and go ahead and write about it, just 3 or 4 sentences about what was going on and actually a picture of what it was before and what it currently is. So you guys can stop this video, pause it for just a minute, and go find that and come back. It should take you guys somewhere between 5 to 7 minutes for that. Go get them. All right. Next part, we are going to be looking at, and we're not going to do this with a partner since we're learning online. We're going to pick a company, and I want you to think of that company's commercial advertisement. If you can, if YouTube's open or you can Google to search, go ahead and watch that commercial advertisement. So again, pause the video, pick a company, go find that commercial. I want you to try to watch that commercial if you can. If not, pick a company that you are very familiar with their commercial, and it should be some sort of relevant commercial. Let's not pick one from like 2005. All right, once you guys have that, again, pause the video as you need to. Once you guys have that, I want you to tell me what is being advertised. Is it a specific product? Is it an idea? Is it information? Is it a sale? What is being communicated to the audience? What is being communicated? What is being advertised? Number 1. Again, pause it as you need to. Second one, to whom are you advertising? Who is this target market? I want you to give me 3 demographics of this target market. Give me an age range. Give me an income range. Give me a geographic location. Give me, are they single people? Are they married people? Are they homeowners? Are they apartment renters? Are they car drivers? Again, tell me something about the people that you are advertising to. The more that we can nail down a target market of who is going to be using or who we are trying to connect with, communicate this idea with, the less money that we're going to have to spend. And don't ever tell me everybody is our target market. Target market is going to be more specific. Maybe everybody plays golf, but Titleist has a target market for their golf products, for their marketing of golf products. What do you want them to do? What are you asking your audience to do throughout this commercial? Are you looking for an action of a purchase? Are you trying to drive traffic to your website? Are you trying to communicate something new, some sort of new service? Are you trying to tell your target market about what? What are you trying, what are you wanting them to do? What are you wanting them to do? Do you want them to buy something? Do you want them to go to your website? Do you want them to download your app? Do you want them to listen to a podcast? What do you want them to do? There was a really popular Super Bowl commercial, and I believe it was about a car, some type of car, like an Audi or something like that, and it had this like cliffhanger of an ending, and it said, you need to go to this web address, which took you to the Audi website, to finish watching the commercial. And I thought that was kind of a brilliant way of driving a lot of traffic to their website so they could advertise directly to the people that were specifically interested, not just the 3 million people or 30 million people that were watching it, but more specific to what they wanted to get across. As we go through answering the questions, I'm not going to explain every single one, but definitely how will you know if it worked, right? How are we going to quantify if this marketing strategy was good? How are we going to evaluate if our marketing advertisement, commercial advertisement, actually worked? Is it going to be based off sales? Is it going to be based off of web hits? Is it going to be based off of downloads? How are we going to quantify whether this worked or not? That is a major job of a marketing department, is to quantify the money that they're spending, right? If we spend $5 million on a Super Bowl commercial, how are we getting that $5 million back? And sometimes with marketing, it's a little difficult to quantify that. Then I want you to come up with one other idea for that commercial advertisement. So one other thing that they could do, and just explain that the best that you can, not something that they've already done, but something that you think that they could do to build off of that other advertisement or to build towards that target market. What type of tone in the message are you looking for? Think about some of those rational and emotional motives. What are you searching for? How are you going to trigger this target market? And then what are you trying to communicate? Again, are you trying to communicate, buying a $6 meal deal from McDonald's, or are you trying to communicate something different? All right. Again, pause as you need to. We got one more section. This is about our slogan. So we are actually going to come up with slogans. I want you to think of a slogan of a current company. You can look it up and you can put it right up there. And that's the company that you're going to be working with for now. Again, all of this stuff goes on your marketing introduction assignment. So if you put just do it because that was the first one that you came up with, then okay, your company that you are going to be doing the next 6 questions on is Nike. So pick a company that you really like and then go try to find the slogan. That would probably be the best avenue for you. All right, once you have that slogan, that's their slogan. All right, number 1, answer, what is your brand category? Are you retail? Are you fast food? Are you consumer goods? Are you energy, communications, financial, whatever it is? What is your brand category? Should be pretty easy. Again, pause it and look it up if you need to. Check out the competition. I want you to list 5 competitors, direct competitors. So if you pick Nike, you're looking at Under Armour and Puma and Adidas, so on and so forth. And I want you to put their slogans for number 2. So you'll actually put the name of the company and then their slogan for number 2. Number 3, develop your own message. So I want you to write out what your company is trying to accomplish through its slogan. Okay? I guess I should say it should be explain your company's message. Sorry. Explain your company's message. Write out what your company is trying to accomplish through its slogan, through this slogan that you put up here at the top. Number 4, brainstorm a new slogan. So I want you to come up with 3 ideas, 3 new slogans for this particular company. Come up with 3 new slogans, right? And think about what you're trying to explain. What is the mission of this company? What are you wanting to portray to your target market, to your customers? Number 5, evaluate your new slogans. Usually we talk about this in the class, but we don't have that option this particular day. Hopefully next week we can maybe do that. What does each slogan say to your target market? So copy and paste these 3 ideas down and then tell me, what does this actually say to your customers, to the people who are going to be buying your products and services? And then number 6, coordinate into one simple package, adjust based on feedback. We didn't really get a chance to do feedback, but I want you to create a final slogan, your favorite slogan. So it might be a mix of the 3. It might be one of those 3 already. It might be a 4th one that you thought about while you were evaluating your new slogans in number 5. That's perfectly fine. Give me your best and final for number 6. All right? Okay. Once you guys have that, hold on to it. We're going to do one other thing with it next week before we turn it in. You guys have a great weekend. We'll talk to you later.